1. Gloomy. The weather was gloomy, with dark clouds covering the sky. Gloomy, dark or poorly lit, making one feel sad or hopeless. Gloomy describes a situation that feels sad or depressing. 2. Feed. It's important to feed the animals on time. Feed, to give food to someone or something. Feed, to supply something needed, such as information or resources. 3. Increasing. The traffic is increasing every day. Increasing, becoming greater in size, amount, or number. Increasing, growing or rising in quantity or intensity. 4. Joke. He made a funny joke, and everyone laughed. Joke, a thing that someone says to cause amusement or laughter. Joke, a humorous or witty remark. 5. Incredible. The view from the mountain was incredible. Incredible, difficult to believe, amazing or extraordinary. Incredible, something so remarkable that it's hard to believe. 6. Barrier. The high wall was a barrier between the two fields. Barrier, something that blocks movement or access. Barrier, an obstacle that prevents progress or communication. 7. Internet. We use the Internet to find information quickly. Internet, a global network connecting millions of computers. Internet, the system used to access websites, email, and online communication. 8. Poll. They took a poll to see what people thought about the new school rules. Poll, a survey used to measure opinions or preferences. Poll, a method of gathering people's views by asking them questions. 9. Moreover. The weather was bad, and moreover, the bus was late. Moreover, in addition to what has been said, furthermore. Moreover, used to introduce more information that supports the previous statement. 10. Instrument. He played the piano, which is a beautiful instrument. Instrument, a tool used to make music or do precise work. Instrument, a device used to produce sound or for performing specific tasks. 11. Hurt. She hurt her knee while playing soccer. Hurt, to cause pain or injury to someone. Hurt, to feel pain physically or emotionally. 12. Magazine. He reads a sports magazine every month. Magazine, a publication with articles, photographs, and advertisements. Magazine, a regular publication focused on specific topics, such as news or hobbies. 13. Overcome. She worked hard to overcome her fear of heights. Overcome, to succeed in dealing with a problem or difficulty. Overcome, to defeat or prevail over challenges or difficulties. 14. Decade. It has been a decade since they last saw each other. Decade, a period of 10 years. Decade, 10 years of time. 15. Meat. We had chicken, which is a type of meat, for dinner. Meat, the flesh of animals, usually eaten as food. Meat, the edible flesh of an animal. 16. Look. He took a quick look at the clock and realized he was late. Look, to direct one's eyes toward something to see it. Look, to glance at or examine something visually. 17. Objective. Her main objective was to finish the project on time. Objective, a goal or purpose that someone is working toward. Objective, something you aim to achieve or accomplish. 18. Journey. Their journey through the mountains was long and difficult. Journey, a trip from one place to another, usually involving travel. Journey, a long or difficult process of traveling or personal growth. 19. Loose. His shoe was loose, and it almost fell off. Loose, not firmly fixed in place, easy to move or separate. Loose, not tightly held or attached. 20. Nuclear. Nuclear energy can produce a lot of power. Nuclear, relating to the energy released from the splitting of atoms. Nuclear, energy generated from atomic reactions. 21. Grave. The situation was grave, and everyone felt worried. Grave, serious or important, causing worry. Grave, extremely serious, especially concerning danger or harm. 22. Infection. The cut got an infection because it wasn't cleaned properly. Infection, the invasion of harmful germs into the body, causing illness. Infection, when bacteria or viruses enter the body and make someone sick. 23. Mostly. The class was mostly quiet during the test. Mostly, for the most part, almost entirely. Mostly, in general, or for the most part. 24. Immediate. The teacher asked for an immediate response. Immediate, happening right away without delay. Immediate, needing quick action or attention. 25. Opposite. The restaurant is on the opposite side of the street. Opposite, positioned directly across from something else. Opposite, completely different or contrary to something. 26. Graduate. He will graduate from high school next year. Graduate, to successfully complete a course of study. Graduate, to earn a degree or diploma from a school or college. 27. Per. The price is $5 per person for the movie ticket. Per, for each, for every unit. Per, used to express the rate or amount of something for each item. 28. Gear. Make sure you wear the right gear when hiking in the mountains. Gear, equipment or clothing needed for a particular activity. Gear, tools or items used to prepare for a task or sport. 29. Complex. The math problem was too complex for some of the students. Complex, consisting of many different parts, complicated. Complex, difficult to understand or solve due to many interrelated elements. 30. Perfectly. She answered the question perfectly and got full marks. Perfectly, in a flawless or ideal way. Perfectly, without any mistakes or errors, completely correct. 31. Buyer. The buyer was happy with the house he purchased. Buyer, someone who purchases or acquires something. Buyer, a person who buys goods or services. 32. Last. The last slice of pizza was quickly eaten. Last, coming after all others in time or order. Last, the final or end part of something. 33. Judge. The judge listened carefully before making a decision. Judge, a person who makes decisions in a court of law. Judge, someone who forms opinions or conclusions about something. 34. Gene. Eye color is determined by your genes. Gene, a unit of heredity passed from parents to offspring. Gene, biological information that influences traits passed through generations. 35. Ill. He stayed home because he was feeling ill. Ill, not in good health, sick. Ill, feeling unwell or suffering from a disease. 36. Glance. She took a quick glance at the clock and realized she was late. Glance, a brief or quick look. Glance, a short or sudden look at something. 37. Mature. He is very mature for his age and makes good decisions. Mature, fully developed, both physically and mentally. Mature, behaving responsibly or thoughtfully, often in a grown-up manner. 38. Decor. The decor of the room was simple yet elegant. Decor, the style in which a room or building is furnished or decorated. Decor, the arrangement of furniture and items in a room or space. 39. Qualify. He studied hard to qualify for the competition. Qualify, to meet the requirements needed for something. Qualify, to become eligible or prepared for a task or event. 40. Nomination. She received a nomination for the Best Student Award. Nomination, the act of suggesting someone for an award or position. Nomination, a formal proposal or suggestion for an award, prize, or role. 41. Literature. She loves reading classic literature, like books by Shakespeare. Literature, written works, especially those considered of superior quality. Literature, books, writings, and other written texts, often artistic or historical. 42. Fund. They raised a fund to help build the new library. Fund, a sum of money saved or raised for a specific purpose. Fund, money collected or set aside for a project or goal. 43. Countdown. There was a countdown before the fireworks started. Countdown, a backwards counting to mark the time left until an event. Countdown, a process of marking time by counting down from a set number to 0. 44. Painful. The cut on his hand was very painful. Painful, causing physical or emotional pain. Painful, something that causes discomfort or suffering. 45. Distribute. They will distribute flyers to let people know about the event. Distribute, to give out or hand out to many people. Distribute, to spread or pass out items or information to a group. 46. Faculty. The school's faculty worked hard to prepare for the new year. Faculty, the teaching staff of a school or university. Faculty, a group of teachers or professionals working at a school or institution. 47. Fire. The fire in the fireplace kept the room warm. Fire, a burning of materials that produces heat, light, and smoke. Fire, the process of combustion that produces flames and warmth. 48. Oil. The chef used olive oil to cook the vegetables. Oil, a thick liquid used for cooking, fuel, or lubrication. Oil, a substance used for frying food or powering engines. 49. Punctual. He is always punctual, never arriving late to meetings. Punctual, always on time. Punctual, doing things at the correct or expected time. 50. Barely. He barely made it to the bus before it left. Barely, almost not, only just. Barely, only by a small amount or margin, nearly didn't happen. Story. It was a gloomy day when the class decided to go on a field trip. As they looked out the windows, the rain didn't seem to be slowing down, but they were still excited. Their teacher reminded them to bring the right gear to stay dry. The trip would be an incredible journey to learn about the environment and how humans have increasing effects on it. At the museum, they saw a display showing how nuclear energy works. The students were fascinated by how this powerful force could be both helpful and dangerous. Moreover, they learned about the importance of overcoming barriers when solving environmental issues. One of the guides made a clever joke, saying, "Saving the world is no laughing matter, but you have to smile while doing it." They also saw exhibits on how oil spills harm the ocean, causing painful consequences for wildlife. The students understood the need to overcome pollution and improve environmental practices. At one point, a magazine writer gave a talk about how the Internet has been used to spread awareness about these issues, and the class even took part in a poll about the best ways to help. The field trip ended with a countdown as they headed back to the bus, thinking about how they could make the world a better place. These were the terms we studied today. Barely. Barrier. Buyer. Complex. Countdown. Decade. Decor. Distribute. Faculty. Feed. Fire. Fund. Gear. Gene. Glance. Gloomy. Graduate. Grave. Hurt. Ill. Immediate. Increasing. Incredible. Infection. Instrument. internet, joke, journey, judge, last, literature, look, loose, magazine, mature, meet, moreover, mostly, nomination, nuclear, objective, oil, opposite, overcome, painful, purr, perfectly, pole, punctual, qualify,